This is just a little demonstration to show how to connect the straps to your buckle. Thing you want to do is undo your strap. These are cut in pairs, so everything should be equal and they're marked as to where they go. I'll show you how that goes. We normally just get them and throw them across the vault like that. Of course, you've got your vault already set up on a bar or roller, however you set it up. And we just put it off to the side, maneuver it under your vault like you would a cable. Bring it let down. You do the same with both. I usually do them one at a time. Get your spool. When you bring it over, the spools are all marked. They've got a sewn the strip through here. I think we've marked some of them too, but it's actually, we took a sewing machine and made a mark there, so it's there forever. And what you want to do is, when you throw this out, they're marked on the back of these straps. You'll see that mark that goes down. And you pull this, make sure that this buckle is to the inside. It goes over and down against your vault like that. Do everything from the back. You'll bring this strap up. I like to bring mine up and I'll go to the short point. They're all cut on a little taper. It makes them go through the buckle easier. This short point goes to this line, just like that. And I hold it flat so nothing moves. Pull this right back through. Make sure it lays flat and goes back to your mark. And you just fold it back over, right back through this buckle, just like that. Make sure everything's tight and it lays flat. It should look just like that when you're through. Keep it snug to your spool. Put your spool in place and this rolls to the inside of your spool, not to the outside. It goes toward the inside of the vault. But when you roll it up, you'll roll it to you, and you just roll it till that line comes up to your vault. You see the line right there? And then whatever's the closest notch, I usually pull it just about like that, because you're going to have a little slack. There's a little slack in it. Push it over till it's all the way in place. Make sure that your buckle and your strap are all straight in line. Pull out any slack. Make sure your line is there. Then you want to come over to your other buckle. You do the same thing. I had it laying across the top of the vault together, so they were all flat as they laid across. Nothing's twisted. So it's going to be the same. Make sure my mark is on the bottom. There it is. Pull it up through the buckle. And I usually just go through the bottom buckle till I get it lined up. See where that's marked? Bring the short side to it. It's exactly, make sure that's the key. Make sure all these are exactly the same. Once you do that, I just kind of hold it in place, rock that buckle back. If I do it right-handed, it's a little easier for me. Once I put it through the buckle, I make sure it's up flat. It's back up there to it, just like that. Fold it back over, down through the buckle again. Pull it snug. Make sure it's just like the other ones. They're exactly the same. Do the same thing here. I'll pull this on this spool, rolling it to me. So that line comes up. Okay, and there's a bolt in these spools. So now when I pull this over, I line that bolt with this bolt. They're both in relations to how it goes on the catch there. Make sure everything's lined up and square. You're set and ready to go. Do that on both ends, and you're ready to pick up the vault. And once you've let your vault all the way down, it's at the bottom of the grave. You've got slack in your spool, or if you don't have enough, once you've got tension off, you can undo it from here and roll whatever you like. You may have to reach over in the grave a bit. Sometimes you can pull it up to the top, but we just unbuckle it like so. Do that on both sides, and we just kind of toss that back up over on top of your vault once it's in the grave. We found out we had to go back and do a couple of disinterments. We actually use these straps to pull the back up out of the grave, but they're disposable. You don't have to worry about getting it back up. You don't have to climb in the grave. You don't have to dig trenches or build mounds to set your vault on to get your cables out. Simple as that.